Hello, and welcome to today's edition of Mama's Got Style, how upgrading your look will elevate your business, get you high-paying clients, and increase the fun factor in your life. Today we are talking with superstar Maimah Karmo. Hey, Maimah.
Hello, Kara. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So can you tell our viewers a little bit about you and how you started Tigerlily?
So I learned I had breast cancer at 32 years old,
Mm,
and it was a very, very shocking experience to be diagnosed with breast cancer at that age. I was a
right.
single mother, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna die. At the time, I worked in doing government contracts in corporate America, and I've been asking God to show me my purpose for quite some time. And I was open to whatever blessings or whatever God wanted me to do. I wanted to do that, but I just knew that my corporate job wasn't my sole purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I began mantras and prayers and every day intentionally asking God to show me not what I wanted for myself, but what He wanted for me.
Mm.
And when I learned I had breast cancer, I thought, WTF? I didn't ask for this. Not what my intention was. Please.
Right.
No, but sometimes it takes challenges to wake us up.
Mm.
I always say we're open to God, but then we were like, well, I'm open, but I want that.
Yeah, right. I don't want that.
Yeah, so I don't want that. And so, while in treatment, I realized that. So I had found my mom taught me to do my breast exams at 13. So
Mhm,
most women aren't doing breast exams at 13. They don't know their bodies. They don't know what's
mhm.
normal, what's not. So that was the first thing I realized. What if other girls are out there, which I'm sure there were and are, who don't even know to check their breasts once a month.
Mhm.
I went to my doctor, who sent me to a surgeon, and the surgeon said to me, "You're too young to have breast cancer." And I thought, "No, I'm not. I think I have something wrong with me. Like, how do you
Mhm.
know my body? I know my body. There's only one
Right.
body like mine." And I got a mammogram, and it came back clean. And she said, "See, it's clean. You don't have breast cancer."
Mm.
And I thought, what if the technology is wrong? What if the machine is wrong? And she said, "It's not." And I said it could be. So I kept pushing for a biopsy. And
Mhm.
eventually, after more than 6 months, I got one. And it turned out that I had stage 2B triple negative aggressive breast cancer.
Wow.
So, as I sat back reeling, I realized that girls needed to understand their bodies, first of all. They needed to know to be their own best advocate,
Mhm.
listen to themselves, and just push when they're not sure.
Right.
Realize that they're not a statistic or a number or a fact. Like if I had followed statistics, I'd be dead today because
Mhm.
I was young. I had no family history of breast cancer. So, and the scans came back clean. So I
Right.
didn't have breast cancer. And so I thought, maybe while I'm reeling through my own diagnosis and fear, so I was in a place of fear for about 3 months. And then one day I thought, maybe God is stopping me right now to give me pause,
Mm.
figure out what it is my life supposed to be. What is it supposed to mean? This could be the meaning of it, that I help other
Mhm.
young girls understand their bodies, inspire
Right.
women to be their own best advocates. And then, when you're going through breast cancer, there's all this victim mentality. Like, for me, I have cancer, and cancer is horrible, but you could always, go to bed and not get up in the morning.
Right.
Get in the car and get hit by another car. You could get in the plane and something could happen to you anytime. So how could I inspire other women to use their challenges as a gift, as a
Mhm.
blessing, and know that the gift for me was that I know I have finite amount of time, but I
Mhm.
make every moment count. So
Right.
I began talking about my story and going to hospital centers and going to media reach out to me and when it's God's plan for your life, you can't stop it.
Mhm.
Work my full-time job, made good money, and then next thing God's like, I want you to go and tell your story here and go there. And the passion was in me to I really wanted to inspire other girls and ensure they had
Right.
long healthier lives.
Yeah.
And so it just grew, but I couldn't control the passion I felt. And
Yeah.
I wrote a blog, and the blog turned into like more pages, and people were calling me to help them. I'm like, shit, I have no money. I don't have a board. It's a blog, And I'm like, okay, get a nonprofit license and get a board. And so
Right.
I got a board and got my nonprofit status. And then my background is project and proposal management. So I
Mm.
thought, what are the gaps in the system, and how do I fill those gaps to ensure people have these, beautiful, longer, healthier lives and have, support.
Right.
And that little seed I began while in chemotherapy is now going to its 12th year.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah, and just being open, like even when what we think isn't right shows up, you know what I mean? Because you're asking, and then you get that, and it's just like, wait, I wasn't talking about that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's like I didn't ask God for that, but I thought even if I don't survive this disease, I'm
Hmm.
gonna every single minute of the next whatever 6 months, year last. The kind
Yeah.
of breast I had it doesn't have any targeted treatment.
Wow.
So, the fact that I'm still here is a miracle.
Wow.
Oh, you had breast cancer, you had treatment, you're fine. I don't know that. I'm just here by the grace of God.
Yeah.
I have to make every minute count towards paying it forward, doing
Hmm.
fire, pulling others out who are depressed and scared and struggling.
Right.
Kids, and helping people to understand that, you're here for a sole purpose.
Yeah.
God transformed my journey. So at first it was Tigerlily, and then I ended up on Oprah. I don't know how that happened. And then she's
Mm.
like, you should write a book. And I wrote the book. And then that opened doors for me. So like God had a plan before I even knew the plan. And I had
Right.
to just listen. I had to listen. I had to be quiet to hear him. I had
Hmm.
to listen to him. And I had to act, even when I had no idea what was coming before me.
Right. That's great. Love that. That's so. I mean, every time I hear the story, I hear it a different way. In a way, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's I'm listening from a different place or what, but I've heard your story multiple times from coming to your Tiger Lily events and things like that. But it's just like it's just still awesome to hear it all over again because it just re-inspires me about like you and everything that you're doing. I mean, how many women have you helped through Tiger Lily at this point? Do you know?
Millions of people. Millions, because we have had the programs in place for over 12 years, almost 12 years. And
Wow.
I'm in the policy space, and I've worked to pass laws that are now affecting people who will never know I exist.
Wow.
Bill, and you pass a bill into a law, it impacts women all over the country.
Yeah.
And when you impact those women, people overseas in other countries watch what we do here. And so
Mm-hmm.
that work, it translates into it transforms and it ripples.
Oh wow.
I've helped through my work and through lobbying and getting these things passed, who will never know Maimah Karmo, and that's okay. But
Yeah.
they will have a life. They'll have better access to care. They'll be inspired to make a difference while they're sick and in treatment. They'll realize they're not sick. They're just momentarily going through a process called life,
Mm-hmm.
and they can
Yeah.
use that challenge as a gift. So I never said I was sick. I just said right now I'm going through this, process of understanding where I am, and I have an illness, but that illness is something that it's part of my life, but it's not who I am.
Yeah.
To me, it's more the illness is when you don't really know your purpose and living your life, just living it, like
Mm-hmm.
to me, that is more of a disease than when you actually may have something and working through it, but know your purpose.
Right.
Something and then have a clear vision, a clarity of, okay, I have this amount of time to kick ass and make a difference in the
Yeah.
world. That's what my life's about, making a difference.
That's so cool. So when you were doing all this, what was your biggest challenge in building Tiger Lily and just everything that you had, writing the book, all the things that were happening? What was your biggest challenge and how did you deal with it?
My biggest challenge, I would say, was my mindset, in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
because our human mind tells us, here is what it is. You're a young single mother working a full-time job, and this is who you are. And then your spiritual self is talking to you and saying, no, you're a badass warrior goddess. You're gonna conquer the
Mm-hmm.
world and change people's lives. And you're an author and a speaker and a motivator. And here's what my spirit was telling me. I was like, well, I'm only a person. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to
Yeah.
do this. I haven't done
Right.
it before. And so, but once I tapped into God, the power of God, here I am,
Mm-hmm.
freaking amazing, because
Mm-hmm.
I look back now what I accomplished. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah.
In treatment, single mother, working a full-time job, 70, 80 hours a week. Um, I don't know how that happened. But
Mm-hmm.
so I would say my challenge was to realize that I'm living in the world, but I'm not of this world.
Mm.
God, God is manifesting through me.
Right.
I allow him to work through me and just take a back seat to what I want. And realizing I have all this power and all this amazing angels and all this, the person that made the world, the God, the energy, like that's part of who I am.
Mm.
Work like this. God can help me, he can help open doors and manifest, shit. So I'm
Exactly.
like, okay, say, okay, slowly roll, let God do his thing. You have to
Right.
do, but just let him handle his business or her business. And so
Right.
it's a challenge for me. And people ask me sometimes, how do you do all the stuff that you do? I'm like, I do, but I let God open the way for me. I let God motivate me. And when you're passionate
Hmm.
and strong, it's a lot of work, but it's not work because
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's love.
Hmm.
I'm like my shirt says, I'm all about love.
Yep.
So everything I do is about love, and it just
Hmm.
love makes everything easier.
It does. It's so true. And I don't know if you've ever watched Oprah has the master class, and she did one probably about 5 years. If you haven't seen it and you have a own network, like put the own network on, I mean that master class on your DVR, because it is freaking awesome. And one of the things she was saying was that you're co-creating your life with the ultimate creator, like literally. So now I go about, after I read The Power of I Am with Joel Osteen, I started thinking, I was like, you know what, I'm co-creating my life with God. I'm in partnership with God for my life, like, you know what I mean, like, and that makes such a difference when you think, hey, it's not all about me, it's about why I'm here, what he wants me to do. And then, once you just, like you said, what do you want from me? What is the thing that you're creating with me? And she talks a lot about that in that masterclass. And it's like, once you get to that realization and that point, it's like, oh, things just start happening the way, like, you're like, just start showing up, and it makes sense. Your life starts really making sense as to what your talents are, how you're to use them, who you're supposed to help. So a lot of times during the day, I just ask, who can I be a miracle for today, God? Like, even if it's just speaking a kind word to somebody or helping them think about something they could do for themselves or somebody else or whatever. And things start showing up of people that I can help just by talking to them. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love that.
I find that when you open your hands to help people and you say, how can I serve?
Mm-hmm.
You really authentically mean that, and you give from a pure place of love. And um, the world is so like that. People use karma the wrong way. They say,
Mm.
well, karma's gonna get you. Karma's a bitch. To me, how I use karma means if I pour out love, I get love back.
Right.
Karma's not a bitch. Karma's a goddess.
It's-
Like I need to get like if you give out, but I don't give out to be getting back. But you have to just say, if I give and pour and love,
yeah.
it comes back. And so really what you serve others with, like you said, how can I help someone in today? How can I be kind or inspire
Mm-hmm.
somebody? And that's what my life's about. It's about loving other people, loving strangers.
Yeah.
And those relationships have blossomed for me. And I've gotten so many friends that I've made over the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
A kind word, like how you and I met, like, hi, how are you doing? Like,
Yeah. Right.
want to be friends? You want to hang out? Like, it's just, and
Yeah.
we may not talk every day, but that connection, that deep, heart connection is there.
Mm-hmm.
People, I love people and I make heart connections, and those heart connections are what matters. I never really had a strategy for building my business, which I think, I don't know if it's good or bad, but my strategy was love,
Yeah.
loving and asking God to talk to me and attract to me what's best for me. And it's never failed me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
have more riches in friendships and in love and support than can more than I could have ever had in money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something I don't want that I want that I don't have.
Right. Yeah, it's not all about the money. I mean, yes, we need money to live, but that's not the journey to find money per se. It's like how to help people. And we learned that in
And
uh,
money's energy. And so energy brings money
yeah,
to you. So when you
that's true.
pursue the money and you hustle and grind, people are always hustling, grinding, and I'm like, oh my God, this is exhausting.
Yeah,
How about you adjust your energy and then let God manifest that energy, that love, and bring it back.
that's true. And in my landmark class, my seminar leader said, "Be a place of love for people," and that really resonated with me because I was just like, "Wow, yeah," because you don't even know. how people's everyday life is. Like, you just watching people drive down the street or walk down the street, you're like, I wonder what their life is like. Like, bless them, God. I don't know what they're dealing with, but bless them, because, you know, I think that when I'm in the gym too, like, I'm just gonna pray for that person. They look like maybe they they need it. There was a guy today that I met, and there was something. His energy was real heavy, and I was just like, something's not good there. I don't know what's going on, but I literally just said a prayer for him, like, bless him. I don't know, fix it, whatever it is, because you know, you could just tell by some people's countenance if they're really happy, if they're good, if they're just okay. And there was something going on there. I don't know what it was, but I felt it. I was just like, ooh. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's like people ask all the time, how are you doing to other people? And it's like, before you can answer, they're like, okay, great, thanks, bye.
Right. It's true.
Yeah, like, if you're going to ask me how I'm doing, you know, at least wait till I finish responding to your question.
Right.
Really,
Yeah.
I really care how people are doing. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of my friends, people that I met who were strangers before, who were friends now, have said to me, you really asked me how I was doing. So I don't just say, how are you doing? I say, how are you doing? And look them in the eye, and I might hold their hand.
Mm-hmm.
I always say to people before I hang up the phone, I love you.
Yeah.
People don't say it back because they're like, I just met this chick, you know? But, you know, it's all about love. And
It is.
love, they need affection and attention. And once you give and share that, the world becomes a different place. You know, things shift in a powerful way.
It's so true. Yeah. And speaking of love, you have a great style that I've always admired. You've had many dresses at Tigerlily's that I loved. So how do you think style supports a woman in her confidence and her self-worth?
Well, I first believe in stuff from the inside out. So, you know, a lot of people can put on pretty dresses, but it's really about, you know, how do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about are you confident in your own skin? Are you eating the right foods? Because I mean, you can put on makeup and not glow. You're
Yeah.
giving your body the nutrients it needs, and you're giving it all the stuff it has to have inside. You want
Right.
natural glow, and makeup's only a compliment to you, it's not making you different.
Exactly.
I also believe in being physically fit. So I work out. So I work out every day, and I do weights, and I train, I juice. And so when I put something on, it has to represent me in a sense where it's as accenting who I am. Right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm from West Africa, Liberia. So I love to wear West African styles, like
Mm-hmm.
I wear a lot of El Shandy and Demaxi because they're West African, and I
Mm-hmm.
love to wear European African type of things. Where I mean, I'm American now, but I'm at the core, I'm an African, I'm a Liberian girl.
Right.
You know, European styles with my natural cultural heritage, because that is who the core of me is.
Right.
And I like to be simple. I'm not one for designer dresses and big and
Mm-hmm.
fancy. My natural attire is jeans and t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I went through that. I do a lot of African wear, and then also, you know, I like simple things that are timeless.
Mm-hmm.
I've had blazers that I've had for 10 years. You know, I just put them on with a nice silk shirt and a pair of jeans and a pair of killer shoes and jewelry.
Right.
Natural glow. You can look, people think that, oh my God, you know, she spent all this money on that outfit. I'm like, no, that tank top's from the Gap. The jacket from Tahari. You know, the jeans are like, you know, whatever, and the shoes are like Stuart Weitzman or whatever, like my nice purse. So it's all about
Yeah.
inside confidence, and I feel as comfortable in a ball gown as I do in jeans, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I live in yoga pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like natural, chic, elegant, simple style. Even in the morning getting ready, I spent no more than half an hour in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I spend more time in the gym than I spent getting ready because I, you know, take care of my body and I clean my skin. I juice, drink a ton of water, a lot of green juices. And
Right.
to you, like, you know, the putting on of the makeup and doing the hair and dressing up is just kind of like just slide it on, and I'm out the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's so awesome. And so what are you, speaking of that, yoga pants, what are your 5 go-to items in your daily style routine?
Well, I have to say that, so my cousin's been styling me the past year, and
Okay.
she's awesome because she's like, you know, I know you like the little natural jean shirt casual thing, but you got all these events to go to. You can't be going out like that. Her name is Winnie. She's pretty awesome. It's like, I don't like to shop. I
Yeah.
shop. So she picks stuff up for me, and then she, you know, I try it on. Usually fits. But my go-to items, God, let's see. I don't know. I love jewelry.
Mm.
I wear tons of Alex and Ani bracelets.
Yep.
And I love my skincare products. Like I use Image, and there's one called Vital C, which is this.
Mhm.
Oh my God, it's like your skin. It just bathes it in this vitamin C kind of thing, and it makes your skin glow, and it's so moisturized.
Yeah.
I let's see. I have a jacket I love to wear. I wear it all the time. It's by Tahari. It's this
Mm.
black jacket. It's just simple, elegant lines.
Mm.
I love Ann Taylor silk shirts. I've
Mhm.
had them. I've had some I bought when I was in my 20s, but they
Yeah.
last forever. They're just elegant.
Mhm.
I love silk on my skin, and I think women should be
Mhm.
feminine and still be business. You don't have to lose your feminine powers. You can still be a
Yeah.
lady strong. So I like to kind of mix match my badass jackets with my feminine shirts and my
Right.
jewelry and crazy hair, and then I put on a pair of casual jeans and sexy shoes. So
Right.
I'm gypsy, badass, boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you think your style has changed over time, like from your 20s to your 30s to now your 40s? How's that evolved?
I feel like over years, I've kind of gotten more a sense of owning it,
Mm-hmm.
power. Um, I would wear things sometimes where I thought, oh, that's pretty, I look nice, but I know that I'm a badass. I know that I work my butt off in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm strong from the inside out. I'm strong at my core, in my spirit,
Mm-hmm.
my soul. My body is strong. So my clothes reflect me now. They reflect that
Mm-hmm.
I'm feminine and I'm still strong. So they've gotten less. Okay, I'm gonna go to an event. I'm gonna go find a dress at BB over like in 20 minutes and go to my event. Versus that was me like 10 years ago. Now I'm
Right.
more wanting things that make me look sexy, feminine, and strong.
Right.
I'm not afraid to be sexy anymore. Before I thought, well, I can't be a businesswoman and be sexy. That's
Mm.
I can be a businesswoman. I can be a nonprofit leader and author and whatever I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a woman and I love being a woman.
Right.
I love when I walk into a room and people are looking and I can just, do like that and smile. Or just adjust my necklace,
Right.
because I wear a dress, like I love Ted Baker dresses.
Mm.
They fit me so well. And my body's not your average body. Like I have a small waist and I have that black girl booty going on. So I don't get into many clothes because they don't really fit. Most clothes are like size 2s or 4s, and they're just all the way 2 or 4.
Right.
Booty. You want
Yeah.
me bigger size, and there's no space. Your waist is like just hanging. And so
Yeah.
clothes that actually like accent my body type now, which I don't. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
ashamed of. I don't want to hide it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think I should cover up my boobs, and I do, because you can't go to a meeting with your freaking rack hanging out. But I almost died of breast cancer.
Right.
I have breasts and I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to be my full feminine goddess self while being classy, elegant, and being a boss. And so that's
Right.
kind of how I dress now.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, what do you do for fun?
Oh my God, speaking of fun, my phone's ringing right now. So I do a lot for fun. I have great friends. And so
Yeah.
I'm a fun person. Like, I mean, I make my fun.
Mm-hmm.
I make videos in the car with my daughter sometimes or alone. Had a bottle of wine or a glass of wine at night and on Snapchat. You shouldn't snap while you're drinking, by the way. But I do that. I'm going to like a gypsy dance fire like party tonight. With my friends. We're gonna be wearing like a lot of jewelry and skirts and meditating and doing a lot of energy work. So I love things like that. I
Mm-hmm.
love being on the beach in a bathing suit, just enjoying the warmth and having God's sun shine on me.
Mm-hmm.
I take my daughter's friends out for dinners. I have charity events.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also like to chill,
Yeah.
and do nothing, which is for me something for me. Um,
Yes.
I go to the gym. I just think that life and pleasure is what you make it. So
Mm-hmm.
whether I'm laying in bed working on grants, I'm watching Lifetime, I'm
Right.
happy. At the gym, taking care of my body, I'm happy. Every morning
Yeah.
I state, I'm happy. And my friends are still diverse. I have friends who are very spiritual, and some who are like, yes, and there's some who are like Deepak, and some who are like Tupac. So I go like namaste, and then I'm like, yo, so it's never boring. It's never. And I believe in being the full expression of God through myself. So I can be crazy, but I can also write books. I just finished a prayer book. So I like to write. So I blog for different websites for Forbes and Huffington Post. So really, when you're somebody who is able to express all of who you are and in all your facets, you're never at a loss for fun. I think sometimes I have too many options for people that I love, and so it's just learning to balance. My work is my fun too. So learning to make sure whatever I feel like doing, I follow my soul at that point, whether it's working, downtime, spa time, or travel. Or my daughter is my best friend. She's like my ultimate person to be with.
Yeah.
And I have my most fun with her.
Yeah.
We do dates every week and spend time together, and I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Out my closet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still trying to get you up to Mama Gina one weekend so you can experience that too.
See on the calendar, I have to come.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So any advice out there to ladies and maybe guys too about how to present yourself while you're raising the kid and building your business and fitting in some fun there? Any advice to them about that while they're figuring out how to present themselves? Because I think most people don't think about the fact that you're the face of your business, right? So you got to represent you and the business, and people, when they meet you, that's the first impression they're going to get of your business. So.
Well, it is important. I feel like we oftentimes, especially being women, put ourselves on the back burner. When I first began my business, I would just go to events looking I looked nice, but I didn't really put time into looking for the right clothes. I was like, I want to go there and speak and inspire people. But how you look and how you present yourself is everything. And so one of my girlfriends be like, listen, we need to go shopping. I'm like, I hate shopping. And then she'd take me shopping and we buy some stuff here and there. And she's like, why don't you try this eyeliner? Why don't you try that? And, I grew up with 4 boys too. So I'm a tomboy at heart. So they're all jacked up, and I used to fight and climb trees and ride bikes and didn't do my hair. So I kind of had to learn to be a girl in some ways. But I realized very soon into getting my business off the ground that people saw me as my brand. And I had to step back and say that although it's business, how I'm dressed, how I'm coiffed, my style matters. And so I had to look into what is my style. All from just jeans and a t-shirt to nice gowns to like designer outfits. And then I had to figure out how to buy things that I could afford. Like there's so many ways to find things that are not expensive. But also, like I said, it's beginning from the inside out, learning your body first, so that what you put on is a compliment to you, not making you different. So you feel as comfortable in a ball gown or a suit as you feel in yoga pants or at the beach.
Right.
Loving your body. When some people I see out there the women who are beautiful, but they're not comfortable in their own skin. You can tell when they're not.
Yeah.
The ones who are like, I just got here. The party has started. Okay.
The party can begin. The queen has arrived.
Comfortable in your own skin is important. And but I began to kind of so my cousin began to shop for me, after a while. And she would kind of bring things over and I try them on. And I was like, I don't like this or I like that. Know your body type, if your body type is a pear shape or an apple shaped, or, if you're bigger up here, and, learning how to dress for your body type can make you look magnificent.
Yes.
And then learning what kind of colors suit you and what kind of hairstyle suits your hair can change everything. Like this lipstick, even like this is my number one lipstick. This is my number one, it just, the color looks great on me. So I used to just not wear lipstick at all. But then my daughter's really light skinned, and when I kiss her, I have lipstick all over her face. I'm like, Mommy, I don't like that. Now she's older, she doesn't want me kissing her anymore. So, but I began to experiment with brands of makeup and eyeliner and shadows and bronzers and, and figure out what I do and don't like. I'm not big into makeup really. Like my
Mm.
routine is like 5 minutes, but I love certain lipsticks. I've learned to know what how to enhance how I look with minimal time, because people don't have time as a parent too. When you're building a
Mm.
business and you have kids, you can't spend 2 hours or an hour in the bathroom. You don't have time for
Yeah,
that.
no.
I know, right? Yeah, So learning what you like and making it easy, is
Mhm. Yeah.
and then making it work for you, for your lifestyle and your budget and your
Hmm.
personal style.
Yeah, that's great advice. So do you have a website? I know you're talking about your book is coming out. You have a book out, two books out already, right? And
I have one book out, and the
okay.
next coming out in 3 months. It's not yet titled, but it's going to be a prayer book.
Hmm.
Really believe in prayer and in God, and I believe
Hmm.
that prayer, we attract and bring into our space what we pray about.
Hmm.
Prayer isn't just saying, God, I want this, or God, thank you for that. Prayer is, your life. Your life's a prayer. How you
Hmm.
live your life is a prayer. How you
Right.
God is a prayer. If you worry too much, that worry is a prayer. So this book
Yeah.
talks about changing your mindset about prayer and manifesting what you want. So that's coming out. So I have two websites. Well, I have three, but I'll give you guys two for now. So one is my nonprofit work for Tigerlily. It is
Hmm.
www.tigerlilyfoundation.org.
Hmm.
All about young women and breast cancer. And the
Hmm.
other one is my name, maimahkarmo.com. And that is where my books are. My coaching business is on there as well. I've launched last year the I Manifest Bliss experience. They're beautiful, powerful workshops that are about transformation. So that's on there as well. We also have I Manifest Bliss Sister Circles, which are like half an hour calls on Sundays.
Hmm.
Kind of get together, women to connect and share and have love and create their intentions for the week.
Hmm.
We also I'm launching a mastermind pretty soon as well. So all that
Ooh.
mastermind, book stuff, Manifest Bliss, that's all on that page. And so you guys should come to the event, I Manifest Bliss events. Support Tigerlily and join my tribe. Forward, fashion forward, fearless females.
Yes.
And I like dudes, so
Yes, you do. We know this. So you're up to some amazing things.
yeah,
Sorry.
nice ones.
Yeah. You're up to some amazing things, and I'm just honored as your friend to know you because, yeah, we've known each other a long time now, like 12 years, maybe longer. I
And
don't
I
know.
just began Tigerlily. So you were at my first ball.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was 2008, 10 years, 10, 11 years now.
10 years, yeah. Wow, time goes so fast.
Still look the same.
I know. Except I lopped off my hair, that's the only thing that changed.
Look beautiful. You
Well,
look,
thank you.
yeah.
Thank
So
you.
I'm
It's
proud of
true.
you, all you're doing. It's wonderful to see. I love seeing my friends evolve and grow into becoming better and manifesting their dreams and goals and passions.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to share before we conclude?
Um, oh yeah, so I love unicorns. Unicorns. And people always ask me, why do I like them so much? It's because we're all unicorns.
It's true.
We're all unique. People compare so much nowadays to other people, like this person's doing that. They're ahead of me. I'm not there
Hmm.
yet. She's skinnier. She's more in better shape. She has her kids look more this. We need to realize that we are each unique manifestations of God, and we're all
Yeah.
unique. And the unicorn is something that's very, unique, hard to find. It's like a magical, mythical creature.
Hmm.
All magical, mythical in our own way.
Yes.
When you realize your inner unicorn and become that unicorn out in the open, that's when your life really changes.
It's true.
Look inward for your unicorn self and manifest that. And then when you do, your life will become even more amazing than you could ever, ever, ever realize. And so just ask yourself every day, like ask yourself, where's my unicorn? Where is she? Where is he? And manifest that shit.
Yeah. That's so funny you mentioned it because unicorn was going to be my next tattoo. And
Oh
you
my
know, I have like 10,000 of them
I
already.
have my whole office is unicorns in my house. I mean, they're everywhere.
That's so funny. Yeah, because we are unicorns.
They are unicorns. We just have to believe it and let it come out.
Yeah, that's why we don't necessarily see them as a mythical creature because we are them already. We are our own unicorns.
We are unique and mythical, and
Yeah, that's
we're
so. Yeah,
unicorns because we're unicorns.
yeah, it's so true. Well, thanks so much, Maimah, for spending so much time chatting with me and sharing everything that you're up to with the viewers. And man, just keep going. I think you're just getting started. It's pretty awesome to watch.
Getting started. Thanks for having me on. I really enjoyed chatting with you, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes, you too. We will. We'll get some time to get together when both of us have a free moment.
Yeah, love you.
All right, bye. Love you too.